In a parallel universe where they didn't have millions of fans, massive bank accounts, and incredible success, some footballers might instead be prowling their local nightclubs, eyeing up women like Big Sam does a KFC menu. But no, let's take a look at one wag from each Premier League club. Good God, what has my life come to? Arsenal, Mesut Ozil. All the talk surrounds whether or not Mesut Ozil is going to leave Arsenal, but no, that's not important, damn it. When the German first burst onto the scene all those years ago, you probably thought two things. One, his vision and creativity are unnatural, and two, his eyes are bigger than Tottenham's future. Miss Turkey Amina Gulce is his girlfriend at the moment, but during the summer this was what was on his Instagram when a photo of his ex was uploaded with the caption, "I know I have screwed it, Mandy, but I will." That was weird. I don't know or care why they broke up. Presumably she must have got sick of spending all day helping him look for Nemo, but I think he's doing alright. Bournemouth, Artur Boruc. Artur Boruc seems like a man who spends his spare time screaming into babies' faces, but the Polish goalkeeper is currently enjoying a quiet life by the sea, having booked a front row seat to Bournemouth's plight on the bench. Anyway, this is his wife, Sarah Manai, and look who it is! It's Chesney, who probably has a calendar at home crossing off all the days until Buffon finally retires. Brighton, Steve Sidwell. Yep, here's Steve Sidwell's Mrs. G. F me, are we done yet? Jesus Christ, we get it. Footballers in shock horror don't need Tinder alert. Except him, probably. But I would imagine not even all the money in the world without that poor fucker. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if John Terry has about 5 accounts. That's a joke, JT, alright? Don't sue me. Although, to be fair, what do you want first? The lampshade or the mouldy sock? Burnley, Robbie Brady. Most Irishmen will not know this girl by name because, come on, who cares? Lads, seriously, this isn't even worthy of a video. Why are you watching, you lonely bastards? Yeah, I'm looking at you. You clicked on that thumbnail, don't deny it. Running out of ideas much? Oh wait, sorry. That's your line. During Euro 2016, when Robbie Brady nodded home the winner against Italy, which almost made a mess of my trousers, the winger burst into tears and ran straight into the crowd, soaking up the moment with his long-term girlfriend, Kerry Harris. And his brother, who I'm surprised did not have a heart attack that night. Chelsea, Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas does seem like the kind of guy whose ideal Christmas present would be a framed photo of himself, but believe it or not, he does have enough room in his heart for his girlfriend, Daniela Seaman. Bit of an unfortunate name, and despite looking like a B-Tech Kim Kardashian, it was her husband who broke the internet when he signed for Chelsea in 2014, despite having said this back in 2011. Someone get that man a map, because not only are Chelsea English, but they're just the 9 miles down the road from the Emirates, so. But still, Cesc, you have my respect, which I'm sure you will put right up there alongside your World Cup medal on your list of achievements. Crystal Palace, Mamadou Sakho. Shout out to Mamadou Sakho, who has somehow managed to convince a woman, any woman, to give him the time of day when he has a cheese string stapled to his head. In any other life that would be grounds for insanity and or a midlife crisis. But no, I suppose it helps when your wallet is stacked with thousands of pounds. Wanna know what's in my wallet? Half a Kit Kat wrapper, €2. I don't even live in Ireland anymore. A quick mention for Conor Wickham. And yes, I know what you're thinking, didn't he fall off a cliff or retire and become a postman or something? Believe it or not, he's still going, having not played at all since Alan Pardew was sacked. Let's get you better. At Conor Wickham, I love you. Nurse Kayla at your disposal. Oh, why am I reading their private messages? It just feels creepy. What am I, the f***ing news of the world? This is his girlfriend Kayla Cadorna, whose body bears a striking resemblance to the back of every bathroom door across schools nationwide. Everton, Gylfi Sigurdsson. Let's face it, Colleen Rooney is the most famous wag in Britain. She probably deserves a knighthood, or whatever the female equivalent is, I don't know, for putting up with Wayne for over 20 years. We'll go with Gylfi Sigurdsson though. A man who is going to the World Cup next year despite hailing from a country with more volcanoes than people, and yet 60 million Italians will be watching it on TV. He hasn't hit many heights for Everton. This is his better half, former Miss Iceland Alexandra Ivan Dotir, which sounds like a province of Middle Earth. Huddersfield, Aaron Moy. Aaron Moy had an incredible season last year. Sick and tired of being what Phil Foden will probably be, rotting away on the top shelf like the banana I bought in March. He went off, got promoted, and married his long-term girlfriend Nicola, who we met in 2011, when he looked like some punk out of Entourage. Leicester City, Jamie Vardy. I have no idea how Rebecca Vardy is getting on in I'm Not a Celebrity, Give Me Some Money. You actually think I'd watch that bollocks? The last I heard, some drama was unfolding because a YouTuber got kicked out. I'm sorry, but since when are YouTubers celebrities? They're just people who happen to find the record button on an iPhone. And I don't even have an iPhone. But we'll put Rebecca in here anyway, because I'm terrified to go near any of Danny Simpson's exes for legal matters. Liverpool, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Remember Little Mix? Unless like me you've taken to chucking your radio out the window, it's the only way to escape that X Factor drivel. You will know exactly who Perrie Edwards is. She's going out with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, although I wouldn't be surprised if Kieran Gibbs' chances are whenever he's out of town. As if getting slaughtered by DT and troops wasn't bad enough last season, he's now stepped into the world of getting ripped apart by hormonal 13-year-old girls, purely because he doesn't have a blonde stripe in his hair and or hang around with Harry Styles. Well, You want to see Zayn Malik now? This is your new god. So there. Who am I kidding? He's still complete Tinder in about 20 minutes. Man City, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is one of the best defenders in England, and he's probably going to win the league this year. There's no probably about it. Could we have a title race for once? But on the other hand, whenever he speaks, he sounds like he swallowed a vat of helium, and it looks like someone has just spat a bowl of alphabet spaghetti all over his chest. But still, here he is with Annie Kilner. I've never heard her speak, but I already know she has the manliest voice out of the two of them. Manchester United, Victor Lindelof. Victor Lindelof may have started his Manchester United career like a 4-year-old who's just discovered scissors for the first time. He still had the backing of his fiancée, Maya Nielsen. We'll call her the social justice warrior of wags. The hero the women clad in designer dresses and £1,000 earrings didn't deserve, but by God did they need. And here's why. Despite Lindelof earning £120,000 a week, she was not impressed with the extortionate ticket prices at Old Trafford. Here the players have the option to rent a box, and I'm not even going to tell you for how much, but a disgusting amount of money. And if you don't buy one, you're considered to be a loser. Jesus, imagine that. Slumming it in the cold with the rest of the 70,000 peasants. Next you'll be telling me you have to take the bus. But having a box is wonderful because you have your own waiter. Oh, kinda ruined the whole martyr vibe she's going for. Wouldn't mind using this as an office every day. I see no prawn sandwiches, so I can only assume this was a fake photo. Newcastle, John Joe Shelby. Every girl has that Hollywood dream of growing up to live in the big house, marry their perfect Prince Charming with a jaw so chiseled it could cut glass. I'm realizing I'm making it sound like this is my dream. It's not. Back in 2002, Daisy Evans said, "F you to the maths homework." She put on hold her childhood search for a Blastoise. She had just landed a part in one of music's most iconic bands. One that would have had the Beatles begging them for autographs.
One step closer to heaven, baby needs one step closer to you.
It was S Club Juniors. They sold about 14 records worldwide, and half of those were to Jimmy Savile. Again, that's a joke, alright? Joke. Alright? Then why was nobody laughing? So back when Miss Evans was planning her road to stardom, if you told her that her future was this, she'd probably have thrown herself off the nearest cliff. But come on, don't let the fact that John Joe Shelby's head looks like the bottom half of a pencil. He's well able to attract a lady. They were married in July 2013 in what I can only assume is Azkaban. Southampton, Shane Long. You might think that Irish men are consigned to go to mass every Sunday, inherit the father's farm once they turn 20, and end up marrying Sheila from down the road. That's almost enough reason for me to burn my passport. But Shane Long is proving that's not the case. Sure, he couldn't blow water off a leaf these days, but he does have a good looking wife. Kaylee Long is her name, and the two were married in the summer. Kaylee, I want to go to a World Cup before I die. Please get your husband to start scoring again soon. Stoke City, Peter Crouch. If you had no idea who Peter Crouch was and saw him out and about with his model wife, you would have thought he'd probably bought her off the internet. By all accounts, Crouchy seems like a great guy, but there is no denying that he looks like the giraffe out of Madagascar. Swansea City, Tammy Abraham. So Paul Clement looks like he's on the verge of a nervous breakdown with Swansea. At least Tammy Abraham is performing fairly well, after turning down a move to Newcastle, because he was scared of the nightlife. Now yes, the monsters that live in Geordie Shore are enough to terrify anyone, but Newcastle isn't all spray tans, eyebrows and Scotty T. If it was, I'm pretty sure everybody would have jumped into the River Tyne some time ago. Maybe it was his girlfriend telling him to stay out of the party capital of England, and instead go to a sleepy town full of pensioners, bingo nights, and for some reason sheep who seem to walk with a limp. Tottenham, Dele Alli. Yes, I know what you're thinking. How could anyone who has photos like this on the internet ever lose their virginity? Dele Alli probably asks himself that question every day. Ali is going out with Ruby May, who seems like a lovely girl. Doesn't look like she gives two f***s about football though. I mean, Ali looks bored. She looks like every kid you see in the back of religion class, ironically reflecting the same enthusiasm for the subject as the teachers. How is watching Passion of the Christ every Wednesday going to get me good marks? Watford, Andre Gray. Little Mix. Again, you might have tried to block out the girl band ever since they were inflicted on the world by Talisa back in 2011, but it seems like the girls are dying to put together a five-a-side team of footballers. To be fair though, they do seem to be pairing up with footballers with parallel levels of ability to their own profession. So really, I'm just waiting for Nicholas Bender to make a move on Cher Lloyd.
Swagger Jagger.
No, I needed 3 weeks of counselling the first time I heard that. West Brom, Hal Robson-Kanu. Remember when Hal Robson-Kanu scored against Belgium? And everybody thought he was the second coming of Johan Cruyff. Anyway, this is his missus. At this stage, I don't know what to say. West Ham, Javier Hernandez. We could touch on James Collins and the woman he is clearly paying to be his wife. Samantha, blink twice if he's keeping you there against your will. But now, let's talk about Chikorito, who's not having the best of times actually. Actually, that's putting it mildly. Ordering a steak sandwich and getting a vegetarian salad. That's not having the best of times. Chicharito's spell at West Ham resembles getting your hand stuck in a lawnmower. At least he has this lady to come home to though, after a long hard day of touching the ball twice. Andrea Duru is her name. She's a Spanish actress, and here she is, pulling off the exact same facial expression most West Ham fans whenever Chicharito gets the ball. Anyway, this concludes the video. I'm not sure what we've learned. I don't think any of us are any wiser. Anyway, get involved. Tell us which club has the best wag. Anyway, cheers for watching that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll talk to you in a while.